Hey guys, welcome. Welcome aboard if you are brand new. Welcome back if you're not, and welcome home if that fits for you in relation to these messages this week, this channel, this energy, etc., etc. Let's get right into it. We're talking about the astrology and tarot for the week of October 9th through the 15th of October 2023. And this is what's up. We start with a Leo moon, sextiling the sun, trining Chiron, still in retrograde, and squaring Uranus, of course, also still in retrograde. And then quincunxing Neptune in Pisces, still in retrograde. So Monday may carry some kind of shocking self-revelations, right? They might resurface completely out of the blue. So be ready for that, right? And be sure to take a breath that's long enough to see what's presenting very clearly. If you are willing to be wholly present, right, and authentic and honest about what is presenting, you will have an amazing opportunity to kind of transmute some outdated energy. Be brave, though, right? You've got this. Even if it feels shocking and a little bit scary, be brave. You've got this, okay? On Tuesday, the 10th of October, Venus in Virgo opposes Saturn, retrograding in Pisces. And that Leo moon is going to quincunx Pluto and sextile Mars before the moon moves into Virgo. And then that Virgo moon is going to oppose Saturn, right? So much Saturn activity. And then conjunct Venus in Virgo. And then at 8:10 p.m. Central Time, Pluto goes direct at 27 degrees, right? Here's the deal. What you do creates your life. So mind your desired feelings regarding home. And please remember that here in Eileen Land, when we talk about home, we are talking about what home tastes like and smells like and feels like and sounds like for you, right? So this is purely self-reflexive. No one can tell you. You can only know it by how it feels, right? So on Tuesday, a deep and fearless evaluation of that sense of home and where you are and where your experiences are in relation to that is absolutely required, right? So the question is, what are you doing to create home for yourself? And also, what are you not doing? And wherever there is an imbalance, that is absolutely where your work can be found. And please remember that Pluto going direct at 27 cap. So all of these cardinal sign people who have anything around 27 degrees, so that would be if you have placements near or around 27, Aries, Cancer, Libra, or Capricorn. Be ready for an acceleration of energy, right? As this transformation is going to demand integration. It is not enough to know. You have got to be ready and do, right? So this is that knowing is not knowing until it's doing. So again, if you have placements around that 27 degree mark of any cardinal sign, be ready. It's coming for you. On Wednesday, the 11th, the sun in Libra will oppose Chiron. The moon in Virgo will trine, Jupiter. Oh boy, that was quite a mess. We'll trine Jupiter and then quincunx Chiron. And then Mars moves into Scorpio. That's exciting, right? It is. So on Wednesday, mind the places where you feel some inner struggle, right? It can absolutely occur if you are dwelling on or referring to past stories or habits, right? All of those places where you are trying or claiming new routines, that is asking for your heart's devotion right now. So tell the story of healing and healed, but not of how you got broken, right? This is important. As Mars moved into Scorpio, definitely be ready for some deepening and widening of the places in which you are open to union. Be wary of places where you normally witness yourself in obsession or mistrust or possessiveness, right? Instead, act deeply, right, from your soul, as opposed to from that ego, right? Definitely heart, not head. On Thursday, the 12th, the moon in Virgo will trine Uranus. Mercury in Libra is going to quincunx Jupiter. The moon in Virgo will oppose Neptune and trine Pluto before moving into Libra. Right? We're coming up on that new moon in Libra, so that's how it's got to be. So then that Libra moon is going to quincunx Saturn. So this is like a run-on sentence kind of day, right? It's one of those very blurty days. And it may have you kind of in the space of oversharing or overpromising. But remember, the energy right now is really asking you to be mindful of your relationships. And relationships are built on communication. And so it has to be authentic communication. It has to be balanced communication, right? Say what you mean, but you also have to hush up and listen too. So promise only what you're able to deliver, and then make absolutely certain that you are following through, right? Absolutely certain. On Friday, October 13th, right? Triskaidekaphiles, it's our day. This is a beautiful, powerful day. It happens to be right smack dab in the middle of some of the most powerful energy, definitely of this quarter, if not of this year. So be mindful. Mars in Scorpio is going to trine retrograding Saturn early in the morning, and then that Libra moon is going to quincunx Jupiter later on in the day. It is a great day to navigate shared goals and shared projects. As you are planning, as you are creating strategies, absolutely make sure that you are sitting down, getting this on paper, right? The key to that long-term joint success is to absolutely be as realistic as possible, but kind of factor in a little bit of luck along the way, right? Because miracles are absolutely going to be rising up to meet your well-laid plans. So just make them, right? Make those plans. Absolutely, absolutely. On Saturday the 14th, this is a really big day. The moon is in Libra. We start overnight with a conjunction to Mercury and an opposition to Chiron. And then at 12:55 p.m. Central Time, the moon conjuncts the sun at 21 degrees Libra for a new moon solar eclipse. Oh, hey, look at that. I love it when that card comes out. So not long after that, the moon will quincunx Uranus. Mercury in Libra, of course, is going to oppose Chiron, and then that moon is going to quincunx Neptune later on in the evening. So this is a day of seed planting, right? Like all eclipses, this is about seeds and how we really witness what we're putting into motion and how it's going to come back, right? So this particular new moon and lunar eclipse is conjuncting Mercury. It's opposing Chiron and quincunxing Uranus. So the ways you communicate and express your healed self is absolutely in shift, right? So release worry that is surrounding your old stories, your old habits, your old routines. You are stepping into new territory, right? So here's the thing. The ease with which you are able to shed layers of old trauma skin, you hear what I'm saying? That skin of trauma. It might shock you, right? How simple it is at this point in time. Claim it, right? Claim it. It's a big day. It's a big day. The energy is going to be huge, which is really kind of exciting if you really think about it. Yeah, it is. So, on Sunday, the 15th, that Libra moon is going to square Pluto. The moon will then move into Scorpio. That Scorpio moon is going to trine Saturn, conjunct Mars, and then the Libra sun will quincunx Uranus, and then the Scorpio moon is going to sextile Venus. So, inserting yourself in your story as the focal point is going to be and feel much easier today. So you might find yourself wanting to own your truths in a new way, and that might feel like a new thing, right? Don't shy away from it. Lean in. Communicate from your deepest heart, right? And that's going to be, again, easier than you expect. And what might happen is that you may learn that how it alchemizes connection and, more importantly, unity in ways that were absolutely previously unknown to you is going to feel on different levels, right? And let how that feels be the motivation to create new levels of intimacy in all of your relationships, right? So it kind of amplifies upon itself, which is a beautiful thing. So be in experience, see what it feels like, and then move forward, right? With that success kind of being your own motivation. All right, let's talk. So Monday the 9th, we've got the Ace of Cups and the 8 of Swords. So here's the deal. 8 of Swords is always about how we believe we're stuck, right? We know this. 8 of Swords is the concept that we're trapped, that we're bound, or that we have beliefs about our limitations and we don't seem to understand how to move through them or past them. And so the thing is, Ace of Cups coming in here, we know that aces are gifts. They're given, they must be accepted with gratitude and put into motion, right? We can't shove it in our pocket. We know this. And so we're talking about these revelations today, right? So these revelations, this Ace Cups, right? This is about your emotions. So be ready for those revelations and then take a breath before you do anything. Make sure that you're in your authenticity, right? And allow some transmutation for some outdated energy. Again, we talked about being brave. The 8 of Swords is overcome by bravery and courage, right? It's about shifting your beliefs to be in line with what is coming in. So you've got this. Just keep remembering that. You've got it. On Tuesday, the 10th, we have the 3 of Cups and the World. So the 3 of Cups is about shared celebration. It's about how we create emotional stability together as part of a group or in collaboration with, right? It's about pride and success and being proud of your creations, your heart-based creations. And in the World, this is completion and integration and moving through to the next cycle, right? So again, what you do creates your life, right? And how we're going to create our sense of home, where we are in relation to that, we have to be in claim of that, right? It's not enough to say, oh, well, I'm not happy with this aspect of my life, or I'm not happy with that aspect of my life. You have to be ready to claim where you've created it and how you're going to recreate it, right? And so remember, Pluto is going direct. So this is about transforming a cycle into the next cycle, right? So be mindful. Again, we're talking about relationships. So this is all about how you're in relationship and in your collaboration, you're moving into a next level, right? So what is home and how does it include perhaps a wider perspective, right? Because sometimes home means more than just us. And that's, yeah. If that's your calling right now, be mindful. On Wednesday, we've got the 6 of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. Wow, that's amazing. So the 6 of Pentacles is beautiful, resourced energy. It's about giving and receiving. It's about knowing that you have everything you could possibly need and being available to just give, because you know that as you give with one hand, you're receiving the other. The Knight of Wands is about moving in terms of what is passionately connected to your heart, what inspires you, what motivates you, where your dedication and devotion are, right? So we're talking about not holding on to old stories or old habits, telling that new healed story, actually letting go of how you got broken, right? And this is the day that Mars moves into Scorpio. So this is asking us, how available are you for union? How available are you for releasing your needs of obsessing or mistrusting, right? We're looking to act deeply again, knowing that whatever you are in action is met in reciprocity, right? You got to trust that process, y'all. Five of Wands and Death on Thursday. Beautiful. So we talked about this as a run-on sentence kind of day. A little blurty, a little oversharing, and really coming back to being in balance with our authentic communications, right? Not promising too much. Promising only what we can deliver and making sure that we follow through. So the Five of Wands is kind of like a stalemate card, right? So Five of Wands is, so we're stuck. We're at an impasse. We're posturing, we're holding on to our sense of rightness simply because we don't want to be wrong. And Death says, you know what, let that go. Let it go. It's not important. It has to be authentic. It has to be balanced. And it has to be mindful of the relationship through which you're doing this communication. Sometimes you either have to engage or walk away. There's no point in standing there waiting for the conflict to continue, right? If it's just one thing after another and nothing ever changes, and guess what? You get tired. You get tired of doing that. So let go of whatever is no longer necessary. Let go of what's not serving you. For God's sake, tug of war only happens when there's two people holding the rope. And guess what? If you're not getting something out of a relationship, if it's not feeding your soul, if it's not a hell yeah, then put the rope down. Put it down, knowing that something better will come in its place, right? Absolutely. Friday the 13th. Come on. We've got the Fool and the Two of Cups on Friday the 13th. Wow. I love that. This is about navigating shared goals, right? Shared goals, shared projects, strategies, ideas, really looking at our long-term success. So Two of Cups is about divine relationship. It's about where your heart is met in kind, right? So really witnessing the trust and the luck and the faith in that relationship, whatever that relationship is for you. You already know, right? But understand that miracles and faith are always met with miracles and faith. So whatever this divine relationship is that you're working on, allow it to be in free fall, understanding that the wings will unfurl all by themselves. You don't have to do anything about it. You just have to be present for it, right? Right, absolutely. We have an Ace of Wands and a Queen of Cups. Interesting, right? Since we have, yeah. So Ace of Wands, again, a gift we're given. We have to grasp it and put it into action. And then the Queen of Cups. So listen, we're talking about a Libra new moon here. This is inception, right? We're talking about planting seeds at this eclipse. Ace of Wands hands you the not just the seed, but the entire seed. What's that thing? The seed. Oh gosh, I don't even know. Anyway, all of the seeds. You get all of the seeds, not just one. You get them all, right? And the Queen of Cups. Boy, let's just plant them as deeply as possible. Right? So we're talking about relationships and communication and releasing any old stories because we have so much new coming in, right? We don't have to wear the skin of our old traumas. We don't have to. We can let it go. And we might be shocked with how easy it is to wash that away, right? So claim it. Claim it at this new moon. Libra, come on. I mean, there is no better time to claim yourself as primary relationship right now. Plant those seeds because the universe has given you all of the nourishment you could possibly require. On Sunday, we have the Two of Swords and the Star. Lovely, absolutely lovely. So we're talking about ideas again here, shifting, a balance of ideas or a choosing of idea. Star is about renewal. It's about optimism. It's about hope. The star comes after the tower. So this is about what happens after we've had and allowed complete destruction, right? This is how we step through Shiva into that next level of creation, right? It's the opposite side of the world here. So this is how we insert ourselves into our story, right? Where are you? You're choosing, right? There's no mistake that these look like little scissors. You're going to cut out the parts you don't require, right? You're going to cut away what you're not looking for, because as you are claiming your renewal, as you're claiming this next level, all you have to do is lean in. All you have to do is claim your truth and allow your heart to alchemize all of the connections in your life, starting with yourself, right? Starting with yourself. And then that unity, right? We have Mars is in Scorpio right now. So that unity, that deep sense of connectedness that we're looking for right now, that is our motivation, to deepen all the way to every level of intimacy and cut away anything that's not that, right? In all of our relationships. So we have Bliss Becomes You, of course, my favorite card. Hello, I wear it as well. So Bliss Becomes You is literally the process, right? This is how we live our lives in process, always. And we get to always choose, right? So we have a lot of choose. We have a lot of aces here. We have a lot of choices. We have a lot of places where we are asked to choose one or the other, to choose give or take, to choose receipt, to choose that next level, to lean into that next level. That's what Bliss Becomes You is all about. And here we have the Hunter. What a lovely card. Let's see what this one's all about. Ta-da! All right, the essence. Before the dawn of agriculture, we hunted in the forests to feed our kin. The hunter never takes more than what the village needs to survive, often taking only one creature. He is a master tracker who knows which path to follow to find success. The invitation is to rely on your own skills to traverse the thick forest you're in to reach your destination. You need only to follow the tracks left by spirit to claim your bounty, which is already prepared and being offered to you. Do not follow the maps drawn by others, as they will not lead you true. Instead, become the map maker. Find your internal compass and use all your senses, including your common sense. The medicine. Don't sell for roadkill. It could be poison. Remember not to become the prey of your desires and fantasies. Remember to not want more than you need, so you are not guided by unbridled ambition. It's okay to come home empty-handed. Right. This all reflexes. It's self-reflexive. It all comes right back to the journey, your choices, right? Where you're going to choose to be part of something greater, right? And the only way that we can do that is to become who we are in the fullest sense, right? This journey of self-actualization is really always about how can we become better and more and deeper as the being that we are, right? It's never about having to improve for someone else's sake. It's only about having to walk our path for our sake and really write that story so that we can claim our highest and best. And in that, then we are able to put that into motion for others. Really witnessing that there are no others, right? So, this is an interesting week, right? Like I said, we have Pluto's going direct early in the week. We're still under that Pluto-Mars square, and Pluto and Mars are both changing sign this week. So that energy is, or I mean, Pluto's going direct and Mars is changing signs. So there's a lot of shift even in that dynamic, right? That that energy that feels like tension is going to feel like, how can I get more here? And the more, you have to ask yourself, which path are you choosing, right? Are you choosing 3D more? Or are you choosing the highest and best more? And do you witness a difference, right? Do you witness a difference? That's a question only you can answer, right? So forage as far as you need to, understanding that you're always safe, always provided for, right? Be blessed, guys. Take it easy and keep breathing.